battle video. Trunks, LR Trunks, has gotten his EZA. So let's go ahead and take a look at how good he's going to be, right? I, of course, do have my boy at full level 10 links. And we'll see how effective this Trunks will be after his EZA. He does have quite a few teams. Now, we know that these LR EZAs have been pretty underwhelming, I would say. Just really haven't been that impressive overall with a lot of them, right? So here we are with Trunks, right? His link set, by the way, let's go ahead and get this out. Royal Lineage, Cold Judgment, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So he does have a good link set, but 129k defense right here. Guess what? That doesn't cut it. Now, he does give himself 30% defense for 6 turns, so like we could stack that 3 times, but 129k with it's a tad low. Another issue that I think is really going to be a problem for this guy is ki. Because he gives himself 3 ki at the start of turn, which is good. But then the rest of his ki is 5 additional ki and guaranteed crit against a wicked bloodline enemy. That's not going to be common, dude. I don't know. Is this Trunks going to be, like, god-awful? Like, no. But it's just that there's some there's enough quirks in there. He's not going to be, like, the best ever. 2.4, but he does have a 50% chance to crit, right? That's one important thing to remember about LR Trunks attack stats, like, you know, LR UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, characters like that, is that even though these attack stats, like, you know, we're not going to see the Majin Vegeta 7 millions and shit like that, right? But even without that, like, Trunks has got the 50% chance to crit. So he's going to do a lot more damage than, like, his attack stat would imply over the course of the event, as he is, you know, again, critting and stuff like that fairly often. But I just feel like they could have given him more. Already, I don't understand why he has 150% defense at the start of turn, but then only 100% defense. Or he has 150% attack at the start of turn, then 100% defense. Why not make it 150% attack and defense? I don't understand. Alright, so with Trunks here, and the Super Saiyan Goku, we'll have everything activated except for Shattering Limit and Legendary Power. Alright, so here, his defense is much better. Okay, this is good. Like, 200k, and he's going to get defense on Super. Let's see how much of that is Cold Judgment. 168k, and then he jumps up to over 200k with Cold Judgment activated. Okay, interesting. The problem for this is that, like, in this Dokkan event, either Heart Virus Goku Supering first or this Dokkan Fest Trunks Supering first. Dude, look at Ki. Ki is a major issue here. Alright, let me just do this. Let me see what happens. We'll let this Trunks go first. Then LR Trunks would be able to get his super attack right there. But I think AGL Trunks is probably going to finish him off. I mean, with Cold Judgment active, right? Getting that 200k defense right there at the start of turn. And then he'd be getting defense when he's supered. And then remember that Trunks, he could stack it basically 3 times 3 turns, right? So that's going to be pretty effective. Yeah, damn, this Trunks, he finished them off. But when we're running him, we'd be able to get that defensive buff like that many times. So like that same rotation without defensive support, but with Cold Judgment active, I mean, we could have potentially seen LR Trunks there. He could have been like, you know, 260, 70k, you know, at like after he supered or something, right? Maybe a little bit more. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Alright, so here we are on the Android/Cell Saga team. This is actually a really good turn for Trunks. So here we are, turn 1. I mean, without defensive support, the only thing is I'm seeing this Trunks, and I feel like a lot of, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a little bit to be desired. Maybe it's hard to come across, but like I'm thinking about like running this guy in difficult content, and it's like with Cold Judgment activated, sure, but like here's Well, okay, both these units have got Cool Judgment, right? This is a pretty good rotation right here, though, with a lot of his links activated. And we have, I think I'm going to bump him the full 24 key right here, because this is everything except for prepared for battle. No, actually, I'm not going to. All right, let me just see what he does right here. So this is everything active except for prepared for battle right here. This Trunks is not going to finish off this Kale and Caulifla. All right, so what are we going to get right here with everything activated on him except for prepared for battle? He does a 4 million attack stat. His defense would have been like right around 200k right there. 4 million attack stat, but he does have a 50% chance to crit, right? So I do really need to account for that and account for the fact that, again, like his damage would be a bit better, but it's like this, he feels like, dude, these LRs, they just feel underwhelming. Like they're not, like a lot of times they're not doing anything crazy, right? Like they're not really, it's just hard to explain, but these LR EZAs all are very unimpressive. I don't know. LR Goku Black and Zamasu, like, it's gonna pop up in the news, oh, they're getting their EZA at some point in the future, and it's, oh, so exciting, but it's like, man, I don't know. They are fumbling, these LR EZAs, is what's happening here. Alright, I mean, this is good. 227k right here, I mean, that's good. Because it's 227k, but then he's also gonna get an additional, defensive buff as well, right? So he's gonna be maybe like 260-ish. And then on the next turn, we would start out at like the 260-ish, and he'd be able to get another 30% buff, because the 6 turns, it's basically like 3 turns of super attacks where that will last, right? Trunks. All right, let's do this turn. And then we'll jump to another team. Let's start bringing some support, because, I mean, so far we've seen LR Trunks without support, right? Let's definitely go ahead and rock some support for this boy, and see what his, like, attack stats are going to look like, you know, when we're dripping him in a bunch of, like, support-type characters, right? So see what we'll get right here, and he gets up to, again, about 4 million. Pretty much, this is, like, the same turn. We did see the increase in his defense. Okay. Yeah, let's go to maybe, like, the Bond of Master and Disciple team or something like that. And then just really stack up a bunch of support-type units next to him. Alright, we got another turn here with our boy Trunks. I do have future Gohan on the rotation, right? But we'll probably just put our LR Trunks in slot 1. What are we looking at here? 270k. So, by this, his third turn, where we can get our third turn of super attacks, this is where his defense is starting to look good, because he's still even going to get another 30% defensive buff on super. So it's like building this guy with full additionals is what you want to do anyway, because of the fact that, again, he's got the 50% chance to crit. So if he's able to bust out, you know, like several turns in a row with additionals, I mean, we could potentially have this Trunks up to like 400k defense. It could be really high. I think, again, in some select situations, this guy could be pretty solid. I mean, he does have a good link set as well, right, with Prepare for Battle and Shocking Speed, Royal Lineage as well, good for the Vegeta family. I don't know. I think the main negative I'm taking away from this Trunks, though, would be his key issues. I think that is really what I'm taking away from him. So the only 2 links we don't have active right here are his 2 key links, Shouting Limit and Prepare for Battle. All right, let's go ahead and see what attack stat we'll get right here. Again, remember, 50% chance to dodge. And remember that after this super, he's well over 300k defense, which is definitely really good. There's the additional right there. We're not getting good luck with the crits so far, but it's all right, I guess. It's fine. All right, now we're on the Bond of Master and Disciple team. A little bit of a wonky setup. I went with Gohan, Kid Gohan lead, and we brought a friend, Future Gohan here. Now on this rotation, because you know, I could use the SSR for the ridiculous hybrid Saiyan support Trunks. Remember that this guy right here has the same name as this Trunks. So all these other Trunks units we're able to make look really good with this guy. It's not as easy to do that for LR Trunks because they have the same name, right? All right, so we're gonna have what two links? Royal Lineage and Cold Judgment are the only two links we'll have active with this Trunks right here. Let me put him right there. Our defense is really high. We have, what, 90% defensive support on this rotation plus Cold Judgment? Yeah, because this Trunks is giving 20% attack and defense and 2 key, and then Gawasfin's monster giving 70% defense. So, I mean, you know, just having a turn where we see him right there at 200k turn 1 is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, let's just let this play. Let's see what damage we get from this Trunks. Let's see how he looks right here with a little bit of support. I mean, this Trunks is only the SSR, right? But we could still get a nice little buff here. 3 million. I mean, that is his first turn, right? Additional? No, we just got the normal. Damn, I'm getting really unlucky with only getting the normals with him, too. That's pretty unfortunate. Alright, Future Gohan's gonna transform. Funny that I've brought this Future Gohan a couple runs now, and we haven't been able to get him on the same, like, early on with Trunks, right? Early on, where he'd be able to give him that support type buff of his. Alright, so let's see what the defense is going to be, though, on this next rotation. I'm going to be very curious. We're going to have, what, 60% support between the two Hybrid Saiyan support Trunkses. So with this 60% support, let's see how much damage we'll be able to get from LR Trunks. I think I will go ahead and give him the key buff as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I want to make sure that we get our full 18 key super right here. So let's just do this right here, and I'm gonna use one key up item. Yep, for sure. Okay. So let's see what Trunks does on this rotation. We only have 2 links, Royal Lineage as well as Cold Judgment. 236k right there. Remember, we're getting 60% support on this rotation. So let's go ahead and see what damage our boy LR Trunks wants to give us right here. All right, Piccolo. Yep, go ahead and steal the show, Piccolo. Do such massive damage. Oh, right, double-digit damage. Thanks, buddy. All right, what do we get right here? 3.95, huh? Super. Give me one more. Every single time we're just getting the additional normal. That's unfortunate. Oh! Is it time to bust out the nasty Hybrid Saiyan build and really load up on the supports? I think so. Alright, so we're here on a Super Saiyan team again. I just wanted to get a little bit more from our boy Trunks. Then we should go fight an extreme class enemy. Trunks is going to get a little bit of an extra attack buff against extreme class enemies. I always do hate when these units do have that, though. Again, I talk about this at length with these sort of like Goku versus Frieza cards, where it's always ending up being a huge L for the Goku units when they have the, you know, these buffs against extreme class enemies, because it feels like most of the time you really are fighting super class enemies, right? So in this rotation, we'll have everything active except for Cold Judgment and Shocking Speed. 150k defense here, not the craziest ever. All right, let's go ahead and see how much damage Trunks will give us. All right, so we'll do this rotation. We'll probably do one more, and then we'll go fight a villain. We might as well go ahead and fight a Wicked Bloodline category enemy while we're at it. Okay, there's a 5 million attack set. Yeah, with this father-son Gallic Gun Trunks, he's a good support, and he'll also be able to, you know, he links up well with this LR EZA Trunks, and he's going to be able to give him that support. But there's 2 abilities. Trunks can get extra damage by fighting an extreme class enemy, and then he gets the key and the guaranteed crit against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. The only thing is, it's like, we've seen this with AGL Bardock, where, you know, conditions against Wicked Bloodline doesn't really help out too much. And then, again, I've talked at length about not liking the extreme class condition so much. I do think that the characters that get buffs against super class enemies, those do end up working out pretty well. That's very common, but, again, the buffs against extreme class enemies, not the greatest. I mean, I could certainly see, like, a collection of epic battles stage show up at some point in the future or something like that. And, you know, maybe Trunks will be able to get, like he'll be able to really shine in something like that, or I don't know, something. Alright, so in this rotation, we're gonna have, what, everything except for Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, and Legendary Power active. We do have a lot of support We're up over 200k defense right there. All right, let's go ahead and see what we're going to get from Trunks. All right, so we're going to be at 21 key. Let me actually let's bump him up to 24 key for this. Let me just see what he's able to do. And then after this, we'll go fight some villain. Maybe we'll go for like Metal Cooler or something like that, because I don't know. I do kind of want to show him against an extreme class enemy, and then we'll also show him against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. We probably should do that. All right, what do we... Oh, okay, we dodged that. That's good. All right, Trunks, what are you going to give us? 5.35 with the 50% chance to crit. And because of that, you really do want to give him full additional. So, I mean, chances are good. You know, we got that huge damage right there, and he easily could have busted out a double super. I mean, we've seen him do like 5 additional normals throughout this video already. I mean, Trunks is looking solid. Again, I could see in certain situations he could be very impressive. Let's keep going, though. All right, here we are on the Hybrid Saiyan team. So we'll be able to have the nasty amount of supports. We'll be able to have all the good stuff going on right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what damage we'll get on this rotation. What is our defense at? This is turn 1. 236k. I mean, this is a really good rotation for LR Trunks, right? We have everything activated except for shocking speed, as well as legendary power. 236k right at the start? That's strong, because, like, this exact rotation, just in a couple of turns, you know, we could be getting this Trunks, like, over, like, 400k defense, over, like, 450k, something like that. So, I am seeing, like, glimpses of this Trunks looking really good. Yeah, 6.3. This is where... Okay, so, like, a 6.3 million attack stat, 50% chance to crit, and then his defense is, like, probably near 300k right there. Turn 1? Like, that's not... It's not exactly what I would call bad. Like, that's pretty good. That was a good look for Trunks right there. Let's keep going. We'll be able to have a lot of different units that are going to have very meaningful support for our boy Trunks here as we continue on, right? Again, the thing about the Hybrid Saiyan team is that anytime we go there, it's going to be super easy to make characters look really, really good. Okay, so... Oh, I could actually really stall out on this cell fight right here, too. And we'll attack you. Okay. And again, Hybrid Saiyan team, right? There's buffs for this team every single day, basically. So there's just so many characters we could bring in here to really help Trunks, like, sort of get, like, a lot of support and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys are thinking of Trunks. He definitely... dude, I feel like it's hard to grade him. Like, I want to see him in, like, a lot of these difficult content stages before I can really tell. All right, this turn is monstrous. Yeah, I mean, dude, he's looking good here. I mean, it's a lot of support, but he is certainly looking really powerful right here. So we'll be able to get him to full 24 key. All right, let's see what he's going to do here. Again, 300k defense. What do you have for us, my boy? Can you get us some ridiculous numbers here? I mean, he'll probably break, like, over... Well, will he break? He'll break 7 million right here, right? 6.56, okay. 6.56 with a 50% chance to crit. Give me an additional super. Come on. Then he's at a 3.76. But, like, if he crits on both of these... Yeah, dude, like, the damage he outputted on this turn is, like, ridiculous, right? Both of those with crits, that's a huge amount of damage that this guy has contributed on this turn. All right, what is our next turn gonna look like? Oh, I'm really curious to see what he's gonna look like on this next turn. We're not gonna have Cold Judgment active with him though, which is gonna suck. But we should be able to get just a massive attack stat number here for him with a lot of support and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll have everything active except for Cold Judgment and Legendary Power this time. 375. That's without Cold Judgment, too. So, when you're rocking well over... Okay. So, he's well over 400k defense right here after he supers. Now we're at the level where, like, he's going to be good in long events, right, defensively. Trunks. I think Trunks is definitely going to be looking pretty good. The only thing about this guy, right? I wish that the AGL Dokkan Fest Trunks we just got, if only he was more of a slot 1 unit. Because, like, this Trunks, you know, I feel like we kind of want in, like, slot 2 or 3 as well. This Trunks, more so than anything, we want him in slot 2. Because we do want to keep him on rotation to keep up that 6-turn, 30% defensive buff, like, to keep that going. We don't really want to float him off because he's not going to be able to have the multiple turns of that to stack. Whereas, like, the AGL Trunks, right, we can, I guess he is the one that we could sort of, like, push as a floater, because he's not really, like, building and sustaining buffs or anything like that. I think I could actually get through this turn without finishing Cell off right here. So, on this next turn, let's go ahead and see what, I want to see what his defense is going to be, because we're going to be start of turn over 400k defense with this Trunks. After this, I think we'll do one more run, just, you know, to see him against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. We'll go fight, like, Metal Cooler or something like that. You know, Trunks gets a lot of extra ki, and he does get guaranteed crits. And let's see what, like, B-Pan does to this Trunks, right? So, like, you know, get, like, that massive active skill bonus from B-Pan. But, I don't know, Trunks is looking solid. I feel like... man, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, maybe a lot of times, his damage is not going to be overly impressive. I think it's what's going to happen in a lot of difficult content stages. Like, in, like, early in Super Battle Road, I don't know that his, like, defense is really going to be that impressive either. I mean, his Link set is not horrible, though. Alright, what do we got in terms of defense right here? Wow. Okay, so he's going to be over 500k. So this is with him, you know, getting several turns of build-up on that defense. He's got Cold Judgment activated. He's looking powerful here. I mean, him busting out, you know, 6 million attacks with a 50% chance to crit while having 500k defense. I mean, that's good. that's good. This is really good right here. He does seem solid. That turn, that boy Trunks, he was cooking right there. 500k defense. Okay, Trunks. All right, Hybrid Saiyan again. Turn 1. Let's see what our boy Trunks is gonna do. Yeah, 245k. It's like overloading him with all these supports and stuff like that. Like, we could see him do some good stuff. And here, notice how high his ki was here. Again, he gets an additional 5 ki against Wicked Bloodline, and it's guaranteed crits. One thing I do wish they had given him, rather than guaranteed crits, I wish they had given him a guaranteed additional super. I think that would have... So then he could potentially, like, triple super, triple crit against Wicked Bloodline. I think that would be nastier than giving him the guaranteed crit, honestly. Okay. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this boy Trunks here. If I had to say, I probably would put him above Gohan and Majin Vegeta. No way am I putting Trunks above, like, Broly and Goku and Frieza, though. But, like, I don't know. I do feel... I feel like I'm going to be more comfortable with this Trunks in a lot of difficult content, potentially, than Gohan or Majin Vegeta. I still would have, like... Maybe this seems surprising to a lot of y'all, though. But I do wish Trunks at the very minimum... I don't know. Is 200% attack and defense at the start of turn too much to ask? I don't know. I do wish he had that. Honestly, I do. Alright, so what would he be in the middle right here? 300k. Alright, let's get this attack set right here. And then we'll get one with B-Pan, and then we'll finish up. Again, B-Pan and that nasty active skill of hers. Alright, so what do we get from Trunks? And he does a 6.12 million attack set. Alright, so yeah. Let's just get the B-Pan active skill, and then we will finish up. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we get right here. We'll be able to have everything activated except for Cold Judgment and Shocking Speed. So definitely going to be a pretty good turn. We'll pop that B-Pan active skill buff right here. And then we will let the damage roll in for our boy LR TRUNKS. So let's go ahead and see what he gets right here. So yeah, we'll make this the last turn. Let me know what you guys are thinking in terms of this boy, but he is pretty good. I'm eager to take him into like the God event and like Super Battle Road and stuff like that, and see how he'll perform in some of these stages. I think that'll be a really, like, I'll be able to feel better and judge him better after seeing him in some of the difficult content. We jump up to 8.45 million. Really good, considering he has a 50% chance to crit, and then he could bust out a second one like that. What also, look at that damage on that crit right there, yeah. Yeah, Trunks, I mean, Trunks is looking good. He definitely is, he's not bad. I think I feel a lot better with him than Gohan and Majin Vegeta, but Trunks, I think, is going to struggle a lot more for Ki than Gohan and Majin Vegeta. That's one thing for sure. I might as well get this turn in right here, because I think this is the first turn where I've had Trunks with Gohan. Keep in mind that they are going to have Cold Judgment together. They're not linking up in terms of Ki, Tech Ultimate Gohan, and LR Trunks, but in utilizing this Trunks for, say, the God event, that could come in handy, right? I probably will run Trunks in the God event on the Hybrid Saiyan team, and like having like maybe like Tech Ultimate Gohan floating or something like that, and then Trunks being able to get Cold Judgment like that could be an effective strategy. They were at 322k defense, so, you know, if you're going up against an extreme class enemy, you know, and you've got like Cold Judgment active, you got some supports around to help this LR Trunks with his Ki issues, and yeah, he definitely can look quite good. Sorry, we'll get this attack set, and then finito. Well, I guess we're going to watch Metal Cooler. Hello, Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler needs a new unit, actually. It's been a while for him. 5.46 right there. Okay. Trunks. Alright, this is the second Super Saiyan Trunks team. His leader skill is Physical Type Ki 4 and 120% of stats, fodder. His super attack is the Burning Attack, which does colossal damage to the enemy and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. His 18 key super is the Shining Sword Attack, which does mega colossal damage to the enemy and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. His passive is Flash of Steel, which gives him 150% attack at the start of turn and 100% defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 3 key as well, and 50% attack when attacking extreme class enemies. Then he gets a high chance to perform a crit, and then he gets an additional 5 key and a crit when there is a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. So the fact that he's only really getting 3 key in his passive, he gets the 3 key no matter what, right? But the fact that it's only 3 key from his passive does hurt a bit, right? You know, because we just had like LR, God Goku, and Hidor just like, oh, here's 6 key for free at the start, right? And like, you know, the Vegeta and Goku exchange unit who do similar. Trunks' links are Royal Lineage, Cold Judgment, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. He does have a strong link set in a lot of situations. He definitely would be helped out by Fierce Battle, though, no doubt about that. 12 key multiplier, 150%. 24 key multiplier, 200%, the same as usual. In terms of EZAs this Trunks can help out on, there are a few. There's the Int Goku Jr. Trunks can help you get Zenny there. There's Int Blue Vegeta is another one Trunks can help you get Zenny on. As well as the Int LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So there's 3 different EZAs this Trunks can help you get a lot of Zenny in, which is definitely really good. And then finally, our boy Trunks is on a lot of category teams. So right here, he is on the Hybrid Saiyan team, one of the best teams in the game for sure. He's also over here on the Future category team, which is a lot better after all of these Trunks EZAs and stuff like that. We've just gotten like 10 new Trunkses in the last couple months. Then Trunks is also on the Time Traveler team, potentially about to get a lot better after the Heroes collab. Trunks is also on the Vegeta family team as well. Trunks is down here on, what is this, the Super Saiyan team also. Again, just so many meta teams right now. Android Test Cell Saga, which is definitely getting a lot better. This team definitely still needs some help, still a ways to go, but, you know, we definitely have some, you know, much better options on there now. He is also over here on the Bond Master and Disciple team, which has had a lot of good units this year. He is also over here on the Savior team. Savior category Super Battle Road, this Trunks will really help out in a lot. He is also on, what is this? This is Battle of Wits. Yeah, that's another good team, Battle Wits / Boo Saga. And then finally, Trunks is on the new Entrusted Will category team. So there we go. There is this Trunks. Let me know what you guys think about him. Definitely seems pretty solid. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.